Honourable Member for Braddon.
Well, I thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker, and I just want to take these few short moments to clarify some position in relation to my own views on same-sex marriage. Mr Deputy Speaker, I can say honestly in this place that I do respect that other people hold a different view to me. Many of them are my closest friends, some are family, but I hold a different view and I seek their tolerance of my view as I tolerate their view. But that's my personal view. I am the elected member for Braddon, and social media activists would have me suggest that I should just simply take a few polls and cast my vote accordingly. Mr Deputy Speaker, I don't see that as appropriate. I don't believe that my conscience has a higher value than theirs, and I believe that the people's choice should be prevailing, not parliamentarians' choice. Mr Deputy Speaker, I do feel that there are 40% of the population that are quite noisy on this issue, 20% that are actively supporting a yes vote for a change to the definition of marriage, and 20% that don't want it. In the middle are, I believe, a very quiet, unassuming 60% that I believe firmly need to have the opportunity to have their say. Deputy Speaker, it is of concern to me to hear some of the language that's being used by the Leader of the Opposition, the Deputy Leader of the Opposition and other members from the other side, to be quite frank, as they have shifted their focus on personal attacks on the Prime Minister as a man. Very unbecoming and nasty name-calling and bringing into question and by intimation his personal values, his faith values, and I feel this is very unbecoming. And what I say to the people of Braddon is that if you hold the same view as the Prime Minister does, and I would suggest it's at least 50% that do, that these comments are as much directed at you as they are the Prime Minister. Just as I wrap up, I do want to remind the Parliament that in the last session of, or the last Parliament of here under the leadership of Gillard and Rudd, and we have to be reminded that Stephen Jones, a Labor member, brought in a bill that 26 members of the Labor Party voted against only 2 or 3 years ago. In the Senate, there was a motion by the Greens on this matter for same-sex marriage that 100% of the Labor Party voted against. They had 6 years, Deputy Speaker, to attend to this matter, and now suddenly we are the bigots, we are the homophobes. It is not an acceptable position, and I ask the people of Braddon to cast their vote when the time comes.
I thank the member for Braddon. I call the member